I am starting another Let's Play, part 6. And these are the Let's Plays that I have basically redone because I had an original character for a stream. I've done a decent amount of Let's Plays with that character, but there were things that I was like, oh, what if other people can take the wrong way of me because I have a female character. And the reason why I'm saying this is if you're playing a game that in the main story itself, because when you pick the main male protagonist or the main female protagonist, right? Apparently the way this game's main story is heading towards with your main character in general is just putting like where Eleanor, the female character, alongside your main protagonist, which can be male or female. The story itself is leading to where your main character continues to get closer to Eleanor. That leads to a romantic relationship through the main story itself. Not you interacting. It's the story between your character and that female character, Eleanor. So the way I took it, like, oh shoot, what if people get the wrong idea, right? But then I'm like, I don't care what people think. I know I'm not that direction. Other people can think it, you know? So, yeah. But before all that, I did remove my original character, which wasn't named Lightning Fan, by the way. Oh yeah, and I did copy it for my off-stream save slot here character. I've been doing a little bit of this. Yeah. Basically, the one that you see that is a copy of the one I'm streaming, the one that I do off stream, I basically got a few of them Rathians, right? And that was off stream character, right? So I basically have to continue making it where I increase the habitats for Rathian. So that's the plan in this Let's Play with my streaming character, by the way. And if you want to make it where you have more experience boost somewhat, this is a good one, right?
I hope you like this one. Bon appetit.
That looks delicious.
Oven baked bread is kind of delicious looking. Even if it's something that isn't that fancy, it still looks good. I'm just trying to put an example. Like, even in real life, even things that are not too fancy can still taste good. And that's what you see it as, a blessing. Right? Any food, no matter how high quality or low quality is, if it's something you're into and you like that certain food, hey, it don't matter. Food is food, right? It's gonna taste somewhat similar but somewhat different because of the quality. But like, it still tastes good, right? When I'm looking at the food, I'm like, oh shoot, it's low quality, but it's still something that is good. It's crazy because you have certain people who are just greedy, and if they're not getting fancy meals, they'll say, I want a fancy meal, fit for a king, you know? Or someone who's saying, I want a meal fixed for royalty. And you don't have to be a king to think that way. I mean, you don't have to be Trump to think that way. There are other people that usually are like Trump and that are very greedy and they prefer high quality, right? To be honest, even the lowest quality meal can be as good as a high quality. If you haven't watched an anime called Food Wars, I mean, I know a lot of what's in there is just completely fake, but when they say you could turn low quality to taste exactly and feel exactly like a high quality meal, you know? And I feel that's something that is very true, because if you look it up to find out more about if a low quality food could taste like a high quality, they'll say yes. And they also feel like it's high quality. Meaning, if it feels like it's high quality, it's usually good, right? If it's usually high quality, it's good. Even if you make it where it's like a high quality meal, because all it is a meal. You know, you're cooking just a regular steak. It's just one is higher quality, but the other one you're turning it into a high quality like meal, making it so much healthier than what it would be as a regular low quality ingredient, right? You can make the lowest quality ingredient into one of the most healthiest quality meals. That's the crazy thing. And other people just prefer high quality in general. Because either sometimes they're either greedy or just sometimes they're just in a mood for something, right? But like, oh boy. Yep, I'm not farming this thing yet. Ooh yeah. I'm gonna try and get me some Rathian eggs. Because on this save character, which I usually just use for the stream, I don't have no progress with the Rathian egg and the habitat. Look at that, look at that. Rathian egg, right here. That means if we dig through this nest, we have a chance of getting a Rathian, making it where we can just complete through this quest. Because apparently there is a main quest where you have to find 30 Rathian. You know, 30 Rathian. Oh, look at that! One. Oh yeah, if we get this one through here as well. Let's see. I kind of figured that one wouldn't have it. I have a bad feeling like one of the monsters is just gonna pop up now. Oh, dang. The same thing that happened to me off stream. Oh, shoot. Here it goes. Something's gonna appear. Here it goes. No Rathian egg, meaning that monster is just gonna spawn regardless if it spawns. Damn it, man. Nothing again, huh? Oh, there we go. Finally! I remember when I was playing my off-stream character that is from this save that I put on the other one. I put the save that was on this side on the top one that you see at level 16. Haha. This one's gonna have a Rathian egg, I just know it. Yep, how'd I know? Lucky me! Alright, let's see. Will I get a Rathian egg here too? Nope. Aw, damn. Again, nothing. And the thing is gonna come out of nowhere. Monster ahead! Watch it! Monster ahead! It's gonna come! It's gonna jump out of nowhere! All the way over there in the back. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, I kinda figured. Oh shoot. Okay, okay. I got it, I got it. Watch, by the time I get to this direction entirely, it's already seen.
Alright.
Too late, Velocidrome. Victory is mine! Okay. While I'm going to my camp, I'm also gathering some materials to make it where I can actually be able to craft certain things. You know, I'm gonna kill this thing.
Everyone. Let's go. Watch
I have the XP boost. Boom! And let's see.
Not bad.
How much experience am I gonna get? Here we go. Only 9 experience points. Damn. Usually, but if you take the bigger monsters down around the open world, as long as they're not having that red mark in their head, then they're very decently good to level up. without having to worry about you going down. So we go to the stable. We hatch! This one is fairly potent. This one's fairly potent, and the other one is fairly potent. Yep. And now, in order for us to increase our habitat for Rathian, we're not going to automatically send it to the habitat itself. We're going to level it up a bit, these 3 Rathians, okay? Put down there. And when you level them up, and this is something I learned from someone on YouTube randomly that I looked up, that if you level up certain monsties, it'll make it where you get more points as you release it into the habitat to make it where it's an S rank for the habitat itself, the ecosystem. Make sure, okay, 26 minutes until the boost runs off. So we're gonna level up of this guy here, and then if we actually get one more Rathian egg, to actually, if we're not able to get the ecosystem for Rathian at an S rank yet, we're gonna just get one more Rathian egg, right? And level it up. Well, we don't have to level it up, we could just put it there, and it'll automatically set as a rank for S rank of the ecosystem already. So Rathian is usually considered, I think it's either speed starting off or power. But I could be wrong, because usually when I'm playing this for like a stream, or also trying to play somewhat off stream with my other save from this character itself, I don't play enough, and if I do play enough, I don't really have a photographic memory, so there'll be times where I don't remember certain things at all. Okay. Alright. Oh, that was my mom's feet going against it. Right. That was my character that attacked. That was, you know, and my mom attacked as well. Now her, Angela. Well. Oh, now Rathian is pissed off. It's mad. And now, I have a feeling this guy's gonna switch to like speed now. But I don't have to worry about it. I'm fine. Oh no, he switched to power. Okay. So that means he was probably using speed or technical at first.
You can do it.
Dang, I wish I was getting double attacks on this guy. Oh, there goes my Monstie. And I'm guessing her Monstie kind of went down the first time also. Oh no, it's close.
Everyone.
Okay, I'll keep her going. I'm gonna heal my two characters. I mean, my one character and one her Monstie was also in my team. Okay. Oh, Rathian can't move. Hey, Eleanor, help me continue in the fight. Huh? And now, time for the kinship.
Calm down.
Okay, automatically set up the kinship on it.
Okay.
And it's going to be close to being finished, and Eleanor will do her kinship to the point where we'll win me the game.
This'll do it.
Of course, the Synchro Rush is going to help too, to make it where she can just pull the final blow. Unless, is this going to be it? I'm sure it's going to. Okay, now she'll do her kinship and wreck this.
Nice job.
Now watch, she's gonna use her kinship skill.
Help me out.
I know.
All right. Ah! This will do it. You did it.
Boom! I managed to slaying the Rathian.
All right.
Now the 3 Rathians that I put in my
Nice
team.
teamwork.
Of course, now I could get another Rathian egg too in the process. Because that thing didn't go down in Carly.
Oh,
It's running into a Rathian den. Hell yeah. And this is a super rare Rathian den. And there's a chance I could get a rainbow shining egg from Rathian. Oh Lord. Oh God. Rathian, of course, these dens are gonna have guaranteed of that one monster. If it's a Rathian den, but it's a super rare, you're just gonna get guaranteed Rathian eggs. Now, can I get a rainbow? Damn, man. Okay, hold on. There's a chance I don't want to take any risks. But I still have to make sure I'm able to get that one and the one here. Which I'm getting this one now because I already got the other one. A very potent egg. Do I want to take the risk? Okay, that was a bad idea. Running. I'm not taking a chance. This thing is going to be more powerful than me. Why? Let me show you why, guys. I am level 14, right? My Monstie is level 14 as well. The Ratha. And that thing has a really high chance being around level 20 something. And yeah, I don't want to take that risk.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna take a sip of hydration drink.
He snuck
Oh
up on
shoot,
us.
jump scare somewhat.
You did it! Excellent job. Oh, good. Well done.
And heading towards the camp.
Go.
Yup. Shoot. Oh shoot, there's a rare den up there. Let me see it real quick. I'm not gonna go in it. But hell, I'll get this honey. And I'll get bones. Oh yeah, the golden nugget, you could just sell it and make money off of it in the game. Not real money, just in-game money currency from the main game itself. Nothing that will make you anything at all. It's just a regular JRPG game. Down, boy. Now, okay. I'll put 3 of the Rathians I have here. Oh, that's right. I have to put it in the stable. Okay. Let's see. Dang, okay, so I'm just gonna have to replace. I can't really automatically remove. So I put this one, which I had on it already in my team. Put that one in my team. And this one is something I want to keep on my team too. Okay. Now, whatever I have here, I'll hatch the 2 Rathian eggs that I have here. You know? Just in case, right? And now, you got a habitat restoration. And of course, boom, boom, already at S rank. And boom, now we unlocked more Rathians to be able to farm the eggs for. Now we'll have a pink Rathian and a dread queen. What do you call it? Dread. Let's see. Mutating. Now you got the dread queen Rathian. Okay, I was kind of right already. And of course the pink Rathian. So the one I'm gonna find and try to get a little bit before I actually continue main story is the 2 Rathians there, and then make it where there'll be a few more Rathians, like 2 more Rathians around here that I can get in here. And we're gonna make it where our buff will last a little bit longer. It's gonna be around 30 minutes of buff time. It don't go any further up than that. It's just to prevent it from wasting that time. I increase the time's continuation, not the amount of time.
Bon appetit.
I'll dig in.
I'm ready to go now.
Alright.
Hey!
And now I can just go for a Dread Queen Rathian. And if I wanted to take the chance, I go to a rare den. Not a super rare den, a rare den. And if I'm correct, make sure I check even closer to make sure. Because usually you'll have, there it is, Rathian Den. Meaning this one could have a Dread Queen Rathian there, I'm pretty sure. And then you have a chance of getting that egg regardless, because if this den has Rathians in general, it'll basically also have a chance of getting Dread Queen or Pink Rathian. One way or the other. So I'm gonna go here. And by the way, you do not want to make that Rathian wake up. Oh, that's true. That's freaking right, I forgot. You'll have to fight a certain monster around here. And sometimes it'll just be a different one out here, right? To where if you face it... Oh, there's a Dread Queen Rathian. Is it? No, that's a pink Rathian. But still, we're not going to take any chances. We'll take chances without the encounter of that thing. Because we still have a chance to get a Rathian egg. Even if there's somewhat just a low chance, there's still a high chance somewhat. See? We have the pink Rathian egg here, and the Dread Queen Rathian egg here. We don't have to worry about defeating that pink Rathian just to get a Rathian egg. Now watch this. Dread Queen Rathian egg. Not yet, okay. Next one. Will this be the Dread Queen Rathian egg? Nope, it's a pink Rathian. But I'll take that too. I'll take that as well. At least we prevented a monster from coming out of here and spawning. So at least we don't have to worry about it as long as we don't make it where it respawns and shows up, right? We're fine. As long as we didn't force a monster to appear in this den, we're fine. We can just go around as we please to gather the things that we want to get, right? And we're getting out of the entrance. We're getting out of the den.
All right.
Boom, baby. Itchy back. Oh, there it's gonna. Oh my god, it was stuck in the wall. Oh shoot, man. Poor Rathian. Uh oh. Poor me. Oh shoot. Alrighty. Root bone in. Yeah, I was looking at a few teenagers in front of our house. I mean, not because I think wrong of them, you know. You know, sometimes these young teens who usually have to get home, they're usually just fooling around in front of our house in general. But like, you know, it's not. I'm not complaining for the sake of me saying, "Oh, they're bad people." No. You know, they're just kids that have to get home, and there's times that if they fool around, they're not gonna get to the home in time because what if something happens, right? I mean, I'm not. How you say it? I mean, it's not that I care, okay, but in a way I do, in a way I don't, because like if there's other people that can try and like, you know, there's other people that are really bad. And so there are some teenagers that are just not learning enough about this, but they're learning. They know things about the things that are going on, you know. A lot of these teenagers, a lot of the kids who already know what's going on and why it usually happens, why they get brought in the situation that they had nothing to do with. But like it's also you got to care for the any person's safety, right? That's the whole point of showing that you're someone who respects other people in general, just not to a point where you're just gonna, you know, get nosy entirely. Just it's just you trying to make sure that other people are able to be okay and safe, even if you're not really a security guard, even if you're not someone that is working for the government, right? Citizens in general, we all have to look out for each other, even if we're people who don't know another person. But then we see that even though we don't know that person, that the person is also a good person. It's like as long as you know that the person is okay and that you see that he's not like the leader we have now, Trump, it's crazy. So you have to make sure you're able to get along with people and respect each other as people, as human beings, right? That's just something we were put in this world for, to show that we respect each other and that we could get along. That's how religion works, right? It's like religion is you finding out the meaning of why you or me myself, which I learned myself, you know, I've learned quite a decent amount about what I'm here in this world, what was I put in this life for? To show kindness to other people. But you don't let it where you don't make it where you're vulnerable because if you're kind, there'll be times where other people can take advantage of your kindness. So in a way, you could show them some kindness, but if they take it the wrong way, and then they're trying to abuse your kindness and your generosity, you don't take that shit from the person who's using you. You show them that you're onto them, that if they're using you, you let them know, I know you're not up to any good, and I know you're just bringing me in here because you want me to so you can harm my own reputation and use me to do your dirty work, right? But like, we all have our goal in this reality. We all have one of the same agendas, like any other agenda, right? The leader has no agenda. He has no idea. He has no plans. And he'll just say shit however he please. And that's something you don't want to take for granted. You don't want him to be able to get you to a vulnerable spot where he can tell you everything he wants to tell you. He could tell you to do whatever he wants you to do. That's not how the world works. That's not how reality works. We are put in this world, in this reality, to show that we understand other people's emotions and to also respect culture itself. You got certain people that usually just support Trump in general, to where another person will ask him or her, why did you vote for Trump, right? And then there's one thing that they say in their opinion of Trump, right? But it's very misleading. They'll put one word and a few others, but I'm going to mention one that some of these people support Trump by saying the reason why, and they put the word, one word, after they say the reason why, and they'll say, well, it's biology. Whoa. You're judging people by their gender, by their looks, and by the way they have a relationship with some other person. So if the guy is in a relationship with another guy because they both like each other, you're gonna say stupid things like biology as an excuse for gender and other things like the way people are born, the way they look, and a lot of other things like their relationship. Here's the thing, right? We, the people, don't really control other people's relationship. And if your son or daughter is born different, and that person who is your daughter is not really looking like a female, but, it's a transgender, right? Transgender children. Some parents will kick their children out because they're different. If they're transgender, one parent would just say, oh, I have a monster as a child. Dude, man. There's some really crazy people, who usually judge their own children and then also judge the other people because they're different, just like their child is. Why? Like any other parent would, they would defend their child, right? So, the parent, one of them will defend their child, but they'll still judge another person even though that other person is the same person, right? With like gender. It's like, oh boy, stupid. And then they also judge people because the way they put their relationship when they get and fall in love with another person. That other person who is looking at the other two, they're showing their love for each other. It don't matter if it's female and male relationship. It don't matter if it's a woman and woman relationship. It don't matter if it's a man and man relationship. Those two men, they love each other. The two women you see in front of you that you will usually judge regardless, same thing like gay or transgender, people will literally judge them and just put them as a devil and use Christianity to put religion and God's name above the other side to curse them. Here's the thing, right? If people are abusing religion by putting God upon other people just because they're different and say, God will rain hell upon you, you're a demon. You know what they'll do? That's not the right way of a Christian, man. What Christian with Christian, the religion for Christian is similar to Catholics. It's just it's explained a little bit differently. But it's the same. With Catholic, your religion is what God put you in this world, right? Christian, that's only a religion, the same thing as Catholic, just in a different perspective, but it's still the same. You don't judge people by the way they look. And in Catholic religion, you just show that same similar thing. It's still the same thing, it's just said differently, the way the religion is said for both sides. So you're Christian, what you're talking about, the religion, is the same thing that would exist with Catholic. But there are people on both sides, even Catholic, alongside, like, you have one side of people with Catholic, just like you would with Christian, that will just abuse it and mislead it. The reason why I know, I look shit up about religion history, somewhat, to a point where I know that both sides of religion are just the same way. It's just it's explained differently. But it's still the same. And then people will say, oh, as a Christian, I have to follow by our God, my religion with God, and just put these people out of their misery because they're not human. This person's gay, that is not human. This person is transgender, he's different. He's a demon. The other person is a woman who is in a relationship with another woman. She's a demon. Oh no, she ain't no demon. They're all human beings. We're all human beings. So you're putting your religion to abuse it and mislead it by talking smack about the other side because they're different. And then you have some Catholics that'll do the same thing, right? Because J.D. Vance switched to Catholic because he used to be just considered a Christian. But why did he switch? Because let me just say something. Charlie Kirk wasn't the type of guy like this guy. Yes, he was doing the things he was just told to do, right? But he also feared that what could happen to himself because of stupid people like Trump, right? You know, we already know that Charlie Kirk was actually a completely religious person. He was a father, right? And so, Trump using him? What? And then when something happens to Charlie Kirk, it's all because of Trump and the other side who are telling Charlie Kirk to go through with this. By being behind a stand, sitting down, and his self is at risk, right? Charlie Kirk's life was at complete risk to a point where he was the target. He was the victim. And other people try to make it look like, oh, he was a good man. Well, he was. But other people are just using it as an excuse to avoid the actual situation that they were a part of, making Charlie Kirk have to be there. Yeah, even Trump was making it where he had to be there too. So he couldn't say no to both sides. He had to do things that will protect his own family, right? Because if Charlie Kirk didn't do anything, it don't matter. Trump would just do something sketchy and behind his back. Because Charlie Kirk had to feel, he had to fear. But in a way, he didn't show that fear. Because you as a human being, you have to, even though if you're scared, you gotta show people that you're not showing that fear to make it where other people don't have to fear. Right? It's crazy. And remember, Trump had a rally before his second term was already in, right? Before he became president that second time. He was in rallies where he was in the stage, right? He was telling people misleading information, misleading politics. And these are adults, right? You get misleading through politics even as an adult, even if you're, if you're voting for someone, but you don't know that that person is actually heading you to the wrong direction of danger. And then, Trump will use stupid excuses as religion, putting religion as an excuse by misleading religion to a point where when you're in this crowd, right, you're there because he's there and you're there to support him, right? But then now you gotta fear. Why are you running away? Why are you panicking? Because this leader is not really, he's not acting like a leader. And then he'll force it where other people will panic. Why? Because the things they have put themselves through by supporting a guy who already had a target and now brought every other person as a target, right? He's now putting the target he has on himself on all the people that are supporting him as a target, right? He already had a bounty. No side here had to put that bounty. It's the countryside because he is not doing right. He is pissing other countries off. Is it a good thing to piss off other countries when at first we started having somewhat of a relationship and respect those countries? If you're respecting them, there's no reason so you respect them, there's no reason for them to go against us because they see that we respect and appreciate their culture. But then if you're disrespecting the culture of other countries and of other citizens here who are actually from those different countries' nationality, now you're even 10 times the target because you're pissing not just the countryside up, you're not just screwing up how the culture will be around here, but you're pissing off the people who actually brought their culture here because they showed that they respect us too. I mean, the only reason why you'll get people pissed off is when you disrespect their culture. And the thing is, those cultures were actually part of this state also. I mean, if you have a United Nations and the United States, you also have culture. Now, if you're ruining that respect, you're basically ruining the amount of culture we have here because those countries are now deciding we don't want to be here, right? But, you know, the thing is, we still have culture in the United States. And, you know, it's because some of those people they're not letting their culture die, okay? They are fighting for their rights as citizens to continue bringing their culture here. You know, there are country people that become citizens and they bring their culture here too when they are citizens. But like, Trump is trying to take away all that to a point where adios culture, you know, he just wants to remove it. He wants to kill culture itself. You don't become a leader to remove certain things that made us united. But yeah, he did it. Well, not completely though. He wants to completely remove it, but he cannot completely remove it. Why is that? In a way, you can say it like this, right? The culture in this United States will never die out because people are still trying to continue bringing their culture here to a point where some of these people who are bringing cultured businesses like restaurants, foods in those restaurants, desserts, right? We have cakes from different cultures, right? And so because they'll never be gone from here, yet Trump wants to take it out from here. Oh, and here's another thing I learned. Trump is trying to change social security ID, right? Maybe he's going to want to try and change everything to social security, even though he's saying it's to prevent fraudulent and prevent false identification. Wait a minute. We had real identification even before you were here as a president. You didn't have to be here. We had good identification. People that usually came and have a legitimate social security ID to the point where now he's going to try to commit fraudulent to tell people to change to a social security ID he's going to give people fake social security. And he's not saying that. There's no information yet on that, what he's trying to do with it, but it's already leading to it, you know. You have the evidence that is leading to it. And you don't have to have physical evidence. You're just looking at the guy being plain old stupid to know that he's putting fake. And this is just evidence enough as it is, right? Congress and senators will already see the reason why he's trying to change the Social Security the way it works, right? Is to make it where no person can have a legitimate Social Security. And then he'll say how, oh, they are not citizens, they have fake identification with Social Security. And that's a false report against your own citizens that you're leading. And so if you're changing the way Social Security works, and let me just say, guys, that has been declined. Nobody in Congress or Senate agreed to letting him be able to change Social Security's functional, right? The way Social Security works. He can't do that. The government will not accept it. They will decline it. Regardless, I mean, he'll still try to do it, even though he can't really put it in. And that's what's going to make it where Trump still fails. Like, why did he get out the first term? Why did they kick him out the first term? It was maybe just because of that, because he was trying to put that type of change. He didn't say it at the time, but he was trying to put it. So what he would do to make it look where... So let's say if he's saying something, he's going to do it, right? But he'll try to put it in a way, after he says it there, he'll missay it. He'll falsely report what he's actually trying to do by lying about what he's trying to do, right? But here's the thing, right? Congress and senators, they're not stupid. They know, they can already see that he was going to try to do a fast one. That's why they declined it when he tried to put it the first term in office that was going to lead it to that direction. And at first he had some improves, but now they're not approving, right? Because when his first term happened, they start to see that it's not a good idea to let him do it. Now the second term, they declined it in general. They already knew what he was trying to do, that he almost tried to do the first, you know? And if you change Social Security, you're also going to have to change the way you would have in the number by telling the person to get this Social Security instead of keeping his own, right? And what happens when the person is actually getting the new Social Security? The person who is paying to register for another Social Security, that other Social Security is fake. And that means Trump can take money as he please from other people's Social Security. That's what he's really trying to put it at, to where he can actually steal and take down certain people's Social Security. How do I know? Because way in the first term, he was saying how he wants to remove Social Security. He wants to kill it, right? But if he tries to kill it, he ain't gonna actually kill it. He's just gonna take money from people in general that can cause it to shut and kill it, right? If he did that, it'll be where he can actually kill it, and then he can just do. When he kills it, he's gonna take everybody's money. That's the whole point, right? If he's setting up this direction, the reason why he's setting it up to start off, so he can make it where he can steal it. And no president in history did what that guy did. And this guy did it. He's already trying to do it, but hey, now he didn't do it either. So he was doing it. He was starting to get very, very close to taking other people's Social Security. But then it failed. So the guy failed because he was just lying to other people and himself. And he acts like a little child. Why? Because that's how he is, right? And he's an adult. He has to act like an adult. Don't be like a child if you're an adult. Because there are other people who are around 20s and even people who are around 18 who are more mature than this asshole. It's crazy. An adult just acting like a complete child. Right? It's not good. It's not good at all. And the other thing is, one of the Democratic, she was in the Supreme Court. She was trying to get the truth and evidence of Castiel Because if you think about it, right? If you have someone who is involved with Trump, because this person is always so he's supporting Trump's agenda to a point where because Trump sees that this guy is loyal to him, he'll say, "Oh, I'll let you run for the FBI director, right? He's the director of the FBI, and he's just right. He'll hide the things that are the evidence of criminal action. Kash Patel will literally hide the fact and the truth that he has let other women suffer, right? Why? Because Trump had abused a lot of those women when they were young. And so certain people on the Supreme Court, like some of the Democratic sides, right? They're trying to defend all these women who have been abused and raped by Trump when they were young. And what happens? How does Kash Patel respond? Oh, he's just pissed off. He's terrified in a way, right? He may not show fear, but we know he's scared. He's worried about his own life because he is abusing the task and how you say it, responsibility and privilege of being someone who is supposed to look out for the people, protect the people by sending security to protect people, innocent citizens who are being attacked through criminal actions. This guy is supposed to be in charge of keeping security in tight check to where he can make it where other securities are focused on keeping an eye for criminal action and crimes. And of course, robberies and thieves, right? This guy don't do shit at all. And Trump, he's doing shit, but he's doing it to make us screwed even further. Like, he's blaming us because we don't want to help him by supporting him, by giving him money to be able to continue doing what he was going to do to get us completely screwed. Damn, right? Look at this guy, huh? He's not so tough, is he, huh? And he's a leader. He's putting other people to do his dirty work instead of him taking responsibility and take on the criticism. Oh no, he ain't taking on the criticism. He runs away like a coward. He'll send his own security force, who are also considered not right now as either misled or criminals, right? And these are people who are usually just citizens, regular citizens, that this guy paid. Well, did he pay? Probably not. He'll pay the person with his own money. How? He goes to that person's bank, right? But not directly to the bank, right? He'll hack money to take certain money away, and that money belongs to that person who he's paying from his what he puts them to be as ICE security. But like, he's paying the people that are working for him as ICE security service, but he's paying them their own money back, right? He takes their money and then put it back to make it look like he's giving them money, but he's not. You got a stupid guy who's just complete fraudulent and just a complete liar. And it's funny because when some of these Republicans, before they actually started going against him because of the tariffs, what did those people do? What kind of words did they put in certain things like, "You're a pathological liar. Show us the facts if you have the evidence to prove that the president was wrong, that he has criminal actions, that he has been committed of sexual abuse." Well, Ted Cruz is no longer supporting Trump because of his tariffs, right? Trump is putting tariffs that don't just affect American people, it affects his own colleagues. Wow. I wonder what his own his own voters actually think about this. Huh? his actual citizen voters, people who are actually citizens, who are voting, and now they're against him because now they no longer support him because they see what piece of shit Trump is. They are seeing Trump for what he is. So guess what? He's gonna get a worser and worse reputation and a worser how you call it, career. His career is just done, right? His career would just be finished. That's it. His career was tarnished because he tarnished it himself. Oh shoot! Give me a Dread Queen Rathian. Oh, okay, okay. One more chance. Okay, I'm out. I'm out. I'm not gonna even try to continue trying to find the egg, because if I'm looking at that, that guy is still gonna spot me and get me while I'm just trying to get the egg. Oh yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the stream soon, but I'll make another Let's Play that adds up to this one. And the next Let's Play, I'm gonna try and make sure I go through the main quest. And while I'm off stream, I'm just gonna play my off stream character for a bit, you know? I'm gonna do one more den, you know? Of course, I'm gonna have to go to a camp though, to make sure I hatch certain eggs, because I'm pretty sure I didn't get not very much Rathians, huh? Let me see. Oh, well, I got 2 Rathian eggs. Okay. I mean, it's better than having nothing, right? We're gonna go up here. And you know what? Before we actually try to get those Rathian eggs to hatch, we're gonna get one more den. And also, we're gonna take this guy down. So we'll do 2 things for this part of the Let's Play to make it where we're getting ready to end this first whole Let's Play here. Because this is the 6th Let's Play. But in the next Let's Play, I'm gonna try to make sure I continue with a bit of the main quest. And of course, I'll probably be streaming at around maybe 4 p.m. or 3:30 p.m. Because, you know, I actually started streaming this around close to when it was already, like, I think I streamed it around 2 o'clock p.m. I mean, 2 p.m. Well, I'll just say it that way to make it sound a little bit more easier, to where I don't confuse people the way I talk. Alrighty. Boom. Slashes. Oh. Okay, so that's what it starts off with. Speed and then power itself. Hey, at least this guy won't be able to harm me very bad, because I'm a little bit higher and more level than I was early on in this lesson.
Watch out!
Oh, it's angry. It's pissed. See, I gotta try and craft some potions with this herbs. Let's see. Oh, we're gonna do way worse to this dude. Paralyzed! Over yet. Okay, we'll do paralyzed. I wonder, I'm pretty sure we could add another status effect if we do get him paralyzed. Boom! My Mossy probably caused it paralysis. No? No, actually it didn't. Okay. Hooah! And is it? Oh! Ow, man, that hurt. Oh. I mean, it didn't hurt me physical, but that kind of hurt me emotionally. We didn't get it paralyzed. We'll use poison. If not, we're just gonna attack it and then stop. It don't matter. Yeah. Oh, he's using power now. Here it goes! Now we're both ready for a kinship. Ooh. Okay, she lost 2 hearts.
Please. Thank you.
Oh shoot. Yeah, we're gonna have to finish this fight.
Calm
And
down.
I'm pretty sure she's gonna do it the kinship alongside me.
Okay.
Nope, never mind. She's doing it separately. But it's fine, it's fine.
Come on, friendship. Now's your chance.
And here goes, finishing touch. Hold on guys, I'm gonna get 2 Tylenols. Because I am gonna do a den, one more den, before I end this Let's Play. And in the next Let's Play, I'm just gonna try to progress a bit more to the story. To where I can actually get more of the Let's Plays more up there. To not delay other progression.
This will do it. Oh, nice.
Hey, Telvar Rathian. Yep, this time it's
Nice
down.
teamwork. Yeah.
Yep, it's down. It ain't getting back up. There's no den for this guy. Alright, hold on, guys. I got my drink. Oh, shoot, it's in the way. Okay, I'll be back. I'll be back. I'm almost done, guys. I am almost done, guys. I'm getting my snack fully prepared. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Alrighty. Let me check something here. Alright. And now we're gonna do one more den. I did say once I defeat that Rathian for this one here, this Let's Play here, I would get one more thing and that'll be a den. Oh, I'm gonna take a bite of my snack. Mm. I'm probably better off going the one over here. Hold on. Up we go on this side here. Uh-huh. So it was behind my camp. And drop. And drop again. And then we'll hatch that egg we get, and then end the stream for Let's Play. The one I need here is either the Dread Queen Rathian or the Pink Rathian. This will have a chance for either one. And also the regular Rathian. Let's see. Nope. And now something is gonna spawn. Not yet, but here goes. After this one, you're gonna see a monster spawn. How do I know? That means if I do get the Dread Queen Rathian, I'm screwed. Yeah, forget about. Oh, that's it, man. Uh-oh.
Alright.
Oh, okay, he had too much to a forward distance. He failed to get me. Alrighty. We'll go to the camp. And we'll just... Excuse me. I'll probably end up just putting the Rathians I have that I have not put in this habitat. So... Yep, we only have the two Rathians. Pink and Red Queen Rathian. And, we'll let them go in the habitat and increase their own numbers. So, I know we're not going to get much points out of the Pink Rathian or the Dread Queen Rathian, But hey, we'll put it a little bit up there and then make it where we'll continue in the next stream. And we're gonna end the Let's Play here. And I'll stream again around 4 or 5:30 because, I mean not 5:30, 4 or 5 o'clock p.m. because I've been streaming until the 3 p.m. mark. So I'll let you guys know. You'll either see when I'm up if you click the notification to get notified and when I either stream or upload from a stream. But alright guys,